Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about how to use SEO keywords on your website, on the pages, or in a blog post, or wherever. Currently, I'm writing a blog post for a client, and the topic is mobile SEO. And as you can see, I have my Google Doc open, titled up there, and I'm getting to work on it. Now, my strategy typically for when I'm doing content writing is I focus on the content first and I focus on the keywords second. Now, maybe that sounds obvious. Yeah, you focus on the content, of course. But what I find a lot when people are doing SEO writing is they try to infuse their content with keywords first, and you can tell that. Like, you start reading it and it say I'm targeting the word mobile SEO. The first paragraph would say mobile SEO is a huge phenomenon. Why? Because mobile SEO just is. Mobile SEO, mobile SEO, mobile SEO. And they keep stuffing it in. Well, that stuff doesn't really work anymore. In fact, Google will penalize your site, or at least they won't rank you, if they think it's over optimized with a certain keyword. So my strategy to still write, good SEO copy without coming across as stuffy and weird is just to start writing. Excuse me. Just to start writing, and I do some preliminary. So here's how it works. So I start out with keyword research, of course. These are other notes from something else, but here's where it starts right here. So this is a 1,000-word blog post, not super long, and these are the keywords that I'm generally going to target. Now, the thing is, so when my first draft of the post, I'm not really targeting anything in particular. I'm just trying to lay out good content and good engaging content that explains the concept of mobile SEO well to my audience. And through that process, I'll naturally likely end up using some of these, but that's not my main focus. My main focus now is just to write good content. In the end, when I go back through this, I'm going to look for opportunities to use these keywords, and I'll add them accordingly, and I'll add different variations of them accordingly. But even then, I'm not going to stuff them into the post. I'm going to use maybe, I'll use each of these maybe 1 to 2 times. But the beauty of this is, and this is how you can kind of write them in naturally to a post. Each of these, so mobile SEO is the main, general keyword in this article, and these 3. Mobile SEO best practices, mobile responsive website, best responsive websites. All these 3 could be subcategories, essentially. In other words, so if the post is called, top 10 strategies to dominate at mobile SEO in 2018, then this could be like a subsection. Mobile. What is a mobile responsive website? In fact, if you posted as a question like that, what is a mobile responsive website, and then answered it in the subsection, you'd have a chance of that popping up in the rich snippets in Google search results. So when someone asked that particular question, it would show up at the very, very top of the results. Not guaranteed, but it's possible if you write a good enough response. So that's one option. Best responsive websites. So this is probably going to come towards the end of the post when I'm showing examples of what a good responsive website looks like, so that people can sort of use that in their reference. So in order to do the keyword research for this, I use a tool called KW Finder, and I'm actually, at the moment, I'm not paying for it. It gives you something like 5 searches per day with a free account. So for this, for what I'm doing now, that's fine. 5 searches a day is good. I can pull up enough keywords to kind of get a sense of how difficult they're going to be and what I can use. So all I did was I just typed in a few different keyword examples here, got some variations down here, kind of saw the competitiveness. It's a pretty competitive niche in general, but the thing is, even if it's competitive, this also gives you ideas for subsections, like I said. So for a mobile SEO post, I type in website responsiveness. You could use any of these as a subsection, just about. You know, you could have a subsection on mobile web development. You could have a subsection on web design examples. I mean, it's endless. Website tests, you know, how to do a mobile website test could be a subsection. So, you know, people don't understand keyword research. They think keyword research is just about finding those, you know, SEO terms that they can kind of stuff into a post. But it's way more than that. It's about finding the general overarching topics that you're going to discuss in the post. And it's really useful for that. So you don't have to use KW Finder, obviously. You can use Google AdWords keyword planner. You can use keyword.io. There's a million keyword tools out there that are free. Yeah, the point is you want to use your keyword research as a chance to build up your post, to organize your post, excuse me, in different subsections. But again, I'm not letting these words in and of themselves dictate my writing. I'm still going to be writing based on the research I'm performing about the topic. So I want it to sound natural. I want it to sound, you know, organic. I want it to be a good article that's going to help people, right? And even if you're an SEO copywriter like myself, you want to write content that's going to help people, that's going to provide them value. You don't want to just throw something together with a bunch of keywords and say, okay, it's done. Like, that's not going to help anyone. That's not going to help your client. It's just no good. But one thing you can do, so there's a website called lsigraph.com, and LSI variations, I'm sure you've heard of them. SEO people like to roll their eyes at it, but this is basically just keyword variations that Google still considers to be kind of the same term. They like it when you use different variations throughout the content. There's a question as to whether this is really holds true anymore today. I mean, I think the principle of using different variations is still a good one, as opposed to using the exact same keyword over and over again. But there's a question as to whether or not, you know, that's still super relevant. Either way, it's still good to enter your keywords in here because it can give you more ideas. So let's try mobile SEO best practices, for example. SEO best practices. I am not a robot. Generate. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. And here you go. As you can see, it spits out a lot of interesting ideas here. And again, you can use these as subsection ideas in your post. Like you could have a subsection titled "Mobile Optimized Website versus Responsive Design," and explain the difference between the two. That would actually be an interesting one. How to optimize your website for mobile users. Pingdom speed test. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. So what I would do, and what I'm probably going to do here, is I might need to sign in first. But there's a way you can export this. You can export it as a excuse me, I'm having a brain. It's early in the morning. You can export it as a CSV or or something like that and use it. So I'll probably end up doing that. Anyway, to cut a long story short, this is how you can find different keyword variations that are SEO friendly, and you can use these to govern the architecture of your post. It also helps you write posts faster, right? Because if you have the main topic, say you have mobile SEO, this is your main, topic. You hit enter, and you're like, well, I don't know what to use as subsections for my outline. Well, here they are, right? You can grab some of these, say, oh, I'm going to have a subsection about iPhone optimization. I'm going to have a subsection about Weebly mobile optimization. You can really build a massive SEO-friendly post based on these LSI ideas. I've done it many times. It's super helpful. Cuts down a lot on the outlining process. Obviously, you still have to do all this research, but this gives you some really nice concrete ideas of how to break up your post and provide optimum amounts of value. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. you know, please leave a like, not a dislike, preferably. Subscribe. I'm gonna be putting out a lot more content like this because I love, talking about this stuff. And I'm going to be running some really cool website experiments in the near future using my favorite website builder, Thrive Themes. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it, building out landing pages, building out, really, really nice looking websites. So stay tuned for that, and thanks again for watching.